Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. Tonight, we are going to be covering a lot. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We have an exclusive Jamie Foxx Responds. Jamie Foxx Responds, appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. And the fans are pissed. And speaking of being pissed, a lot of people in Atlanta, Georgia are pissed because there was um, a guy that went around on a mask on a liveness spree. Um, it's a lot to get into, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Girls say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. No one until you get by. I can get it to you right, baby. I can be real good. Please don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for definitely sticking with us through our broadcast. Jamie Foxx shares his gratitude for all the love as he recovers from medical complication. This was written May 3rd, 2023 at around 4:40 p.m. Jamie Foxx is speaking out for the first time since his daughter, Corinne Foxx, released a statement last month that the actor was hospitalized due to an undisclosed medical complication. Appreciate all the love, Fox posted on his verified Instagram feed on Wednesday, adding that he is feeling blessed. Celebrities such as DJ Khaled, AJ McLean, and Ludacris all responded with messages of support for Fox. The Ray actor's message follows an announcement from Fox Network, also shared on Wednesday, that Nick Cannon will be filling in as guest host on Beat Shazam, a music-related game show that Fox hosts with his daughter Kareem. The network also announced that Kelly Osbourne will be filling in as guest DJ on the show. Everyone at Fox Entertainment wishes Jamie well as he continues his recovery, and we greatly appreciate Nick's willingness, willing, willingness, willingness, willingness to jump in and help this summer. The statement read. Fox had been in Atlanta filming the Netflix movie Back in Action with Cameron Diaz when he experienced the medical emergency, resulting in his hospitalization. A source previously told a news outlet that the incident did not happen on set and indicated that filming was expected to wrap in April. Oh, that's a lot. That's really a lot. I mean, when you talk about, a guy that went in to do a job and all of a sudden got medical complications, and that's very strange to me. Um, very, very, very strange. So prayers up to Jamie Foxx, and um, I know that Nick Cannon is filling in. Uh, Nick Cannon is really bad news. I think that he should um, definitely do this gig and definitely return back to all of his children and make whole. Instead of going right there, we're going to go to Young Miami. Young Miami has been catching a lot of heat because she was on the red carpet at the Met Gala, and Lala asked Diddy if he and Carisha were one, and it just kind of seemed like the answers were all over the place. It seems to me that they were just having fun. Okay. So in other news, oh my goodness, I am saddened to have to report on this, but our beloved TOKYOTONI has been really catching heat here lately. And her friend Ace, I don't know if you guys know Ace, but he's a gentleman that is her friend. And, recently she separated from her husband, and, she's pretty much in a hotel and, just trying to make sense of it all. Well, today, Tokyo Tony lost her good friend, Ace, her longtime friend. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Rest in peace, Ace. Okay, so right now, Tokyo is pretty much grieving the loss of one of her best friends, Ace. You know, and so, like I said, we definitely want to send prayers out for her. I know that this is kind of a rough time for her. However, thank God that her and China are back in conversation. So China is aware that Tokyo is going through the motions.
Myself, I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't give a fuck what it is. Tell me the truth. Let me deal with it. Megan James asked me a question a few weeks ago, and the question was about the future. And I told her, I don't think about the future. I think about today and I think about tomorrow. That's it. I don't do that. Nobody knew this nigga better than me. Every day, we talk every day. I asked myself, why this motherfucker ain't calling me this morning? I said, it ain't raining. Maybe at work. A few hours ago, I got a call on Facebook. Do you know this person? And I said, and it's funny, ironic, because the other person with his name called me yesterday. Aaron Johnson. I said, bullshit. I'm not thinking Ace. I said, bullshit. Don't call my shit no more. I just talked to the nigga. He said, you didn't talk to him. Yes, the fuck I did. I'm not thinking about Ace name being Aaron Johnson too. We often used to laugh about that. And then he showed me what his family said and then his mom's name. We went to college together. I had him since he was out of college. Ain't no real niggas out there to come. You know, soldiers that come and dead.
Oh no. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I did find the article. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pull that article on up of Tokyo's friend. So give me 1 second.
In the meantime, new tonight, a close call. An out-of-control driver nearly killed a Fairfax County police officer. That officer was doing a traffic stop on the side of the road, and we're learning the driver, a teenager, is now charged with reckless driving. Our Matthew Torres is live in Fairfax County tonight, where police just released new dash cam video of those frightening moments. Matthew.
And Chief Kevin Davis says it is a miracle no one was seriously hurt or killed. Listen to this. Over 120 miles per hour. That's how fast police say this driver was going. Tonight, shocking new video of a head-on crash on Fairfax County Parkway at Braddock Road. Moments after an officer pulls over a car for speeding just before noon Monday. That officer barely makes it out alive after another car on the opposite side of the road crossed a grassy median and barreled towards them. Investigators say that driver is a teen who was speeding more than 70 miles over the speed limit.
It was traveling well over 120 miles per hour when it lost control. The vehicle lost control because cars can't go that fast on the highway.
The teen driver, who remained at the scene, is charged with reckless driving. The officer and the driver he pulled over were sent to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. He made several decisions that morning. Being on the passenger side likely saved his life.
He moved in the right place at the right time for that split-second moment. But even his recovery from that horrific collision.
Okay, I don't think that this is it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me take this down. Let me take this down. Let's see. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, let's see. My computer is trying to go slow. Okay, so now I think I have it. Okay, now I think I have it. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I pulled up the wrong one at first. So Maryland State Police investigating 2 fatal crashes in Prince George's County. Okay, maybe that was it. The article. The driver of the Lexus, identified as 38-year-old Aaron Lewis Johnson of Oxford, was taken by ambulance to MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital, where he was declared dead. The male driver of the Honda was transported by ambulance Okay, yeah, let me see if they can give me a video. I'm looking for a news report or something, you know? Um, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is definitely it. This is the article. So, Forestville, Maryland. Maryland State Police are investigating two separate fatal crashes in Prince George County. Say about 5:55 a.m., troopers from Maryland State Police Forestville Bride, oh, excuse me, responded to southbound Crane Highway, U.S. Route 301 and Brandywine Road for a report of a two-vehicle crash. According to the preliminary investigation, a 2010 Lexus ES was traveling east on Brandywine Road, west of southbound Crane Highway. At the same time, a 2004 Honda Accord was traveling south on Crane as the Lexus entered the intersection where the crash occurred. Oh. The driver of the Lexus, identified as 38-year-old Aaron Lewis Johnson of Oxon Hill, was taken by ambulance to MedStar Southern Maryland Hospital Center, where he was declared dead. The male driver of the Honda was transported by ambulance to MedStar Washington Hospital Center, while two girl passengers ages 5 and 3 were taken to Children's National Medical Center for treatment of their injuries. The road was closed for a little less than 2 hours following the crash. Later, police say about 12:45 p.m., troopers responded to southbound Branch Avenue of Allenton Road for a report of a two-vehicle crash. According to preliminary investigation, a 2014 Chevrolet Equinox was traveling south on Branch Avenue when it struck the rear of a 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe. The driver of the Equinox lost control of the vehicle and overturned. The passenger of the Equinox, identified as 30-year-old Jawan Christopher Newsom of Ox Hill, was declared dead at the scene. Wow. A female passenger in the Tahoe was taken by ambulance to Adventist Healthcare Fort Washington Medical Center for treatment for her injuries. The road was closed for about 4 hours following the crash. The Maryland State Police crash team is leading the investigation into both crashes. Wow. Yeah, that's a bit sad that it had to happen that way. Oh, um, oh, it's a lot. And speaking of it being a lot, um, today in Atlanta, there was a mass shooting going on, and some people lost their lives due to that incident. So, without further ado, let me just go ahead and pull the article up. Okay. Yikes. Okay, I was looking for a video so we can be more clear on what actually happened. Okay, there we go. Atlanta shooting suspect captured in Cobb County hours after killing one and injuring 4 others.
some thoughts on that with Nicole Parker, the former FBI special agent. Nicole, what do you make of that? I mean, this incident, as horrific as it was 4 hours ago, there have been no follow-up incidents, again, that we know of. What do you read into that?
You know, let's hope and pray that this was an isolated incident at this hospital. As tragic as it is, I offer my condolences to the victims of this awful horror that occurred today. I think it's important for people in the area to know that this individual is armed and dangerous. He is extremely desperate. He made the choice to do a carjacking right after this occurred. That shows that he's not going to go down easy. He is not going to cooperate with law enforcement. As a former FBI agent, I have worked cases where we have followed individuals, they've done multiple carjackings, and it does not end up well. So it is important that the media is putting out this message to the local community there to be safe and to keep your eyes and ears open for this individual. There's a $10,000 cash reward. Someone knows his whereabouts right now, I guarantee it. And it is important that people that know something report it to law enforcement. That is how this individual is going to be found. Right now, he's probably hunkered down somewhere. We don't know, but at some point, he's going to have to come out and, you know, who knows how long he's going to remain in hiding, but at some point, he is going to need to come out for food, for, you know, whatever it might be. And people just need to be aware and to report anything that they see. The video surveillance cameras are crucial. Like a lot of your other guests have said, from the moment that he exited that vehicle, any kind of video surveillance, they're going to be doing a canvas in that neighborhood, that area, and follow as much as they can his footsteps to identify where he went. You know, those behind the scene are probably developing a profile. They're likely analysts that are back at the office that are developing a profile of this individual. Who is he? We now have him identified, and we're going to be looking at, you know, law enforcement will be looking at his social media accounts. Why was he targeting that particular hospital or that medical facility or center? Who did he know? Did he have a relationship with any of those victims? They're going to be looking at everything. His family members are going to be discussing, you know, if he had any particular grievances. What was his pathway to violence in this circumstance? What was the violent ideation that he had? What planning did he do? What preparation did he do? What was the precipitating stressor? Why did he choose today to, you know, perform this act out of all days? You know, it's going to be a very, very thorough investigation with multiple agencies, law enforcement agencies participating.
Yeah, and what you said about tracking just through surveillance cameras that, you know, appear to be everywhere these days, Nicole. And I was thinking of Atlanta. The last major incident I could think of tied up to Atlanta was, the case of Robert Aaron Long, who was later captured based on a lot of these cameras that tracked his whereabouts. This was 2 years ago. He was behind these spa shootings in the Atlanta area, I believe at the time, killing 8 people. He pleaded guilty to the charges, still in jail, will be for the rest of his life without the possibility of parole. But again, if memory serves me right, I hope I'm right about this, they tracked him down and were able to, validate everything just following cameras and activity and where and how he went about this in the first place, including in the spa itself where the killings occurred. So the cameras play a special role, and more the cameras that are not at the site of the scene, that let's say are street cameras or cameras outside businesses that sort of track movements, much as they did, I think, in the case of the Tsarnaev brothers, certainly during the Boston Marathon, horror. And I'm wondering what you make of that and how crucial a role they play.
The cameras are absolutely crucial. Anytime that I responded to a violent crime scene, that is exactly what you do. You go to the point where the subject was last known to be, and you do what we call a canvas, and you go store to store, location to location, and you go and speak to the manager. Hey, do you mind pulling the video surveillance around this time? And you literally piece it together, and you can usually follow their tracks all the way back to where they go. But there might be parts where he's been where there is no video surveillance. If he jumped out of a car and is in an area, he might be out in a suburban area where there are no surveillance cameras. But the cameras are very important. I know that people have talked about the phones. The phone, if he is still utilizing that phone, that's going to be important as well. If this is I don't know what his criminal history is, but if he has any sense, he knows that you probably don't want to continue using the phone that you were using when the crime was committed. But if he has his phone still, that's a very, very important piece of evidence as well. But I think we cannot discount the human intelligence that is important right now. people that are in the community and in the area, they are watching these news reports and they are realizing, look, I need to keep my eyes and ears open for this individual. And that is going to be crucial as well. And the family members. This person, he has family members, friends, loved ones, maybe colleagues. They know things. And as they come forward and share that with law enforcement, it will help piece the puzzle together.
Well put. We hope they piece it together very quickly, Nicole. Thank you for that.
All right, guys. Well, on that note, the guy has been captured. He is in custody, and hopefully he will get his due justice. I want to say to everybody out there that's watching, thank you for watching. If you're the replay gang, thank you so much. Enjoy your night. Until next time, I'm your host, Queen Tulsa.
Something girls need love, girls need love, girls need love, girls need love. So what's a girl to do? She needs love, girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have you breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be in your lane. I can be real good. We don't get any feelings. Hey, I need some love.
Let's go.